Hello and welcome to the Pork and Knuckles Show, where we not only no longer take bites out of movies, like literally, but we have changed up our concept a little bit once more, because from now on we're no longer talking about whole franchises, we're going to do themed months. And for the first themed month, we have decided on one of the most important film production companies of all time, Disney. And we have done Disney month, and every one of us has decided to put 2 movies into the roster, so we're going to talk about 4 movies this month, every month from now on. And I'm starting with one movie that I have selected that was a part of my childhood. And I'm of course talking about the awesome story of Peter Pan. However, I am not talking about Peter Pan, the Disney animated movie. I'm talking about the real life live action adaptation. Yeah, they've done that before the 2000s and Disney Plus crap. Hook. What do you think about Hook?
2 corrections to make. He's lying that it was during his childhood. He's born before World War One, so it's not during his childhood. And second, actually, it's not Peter Pan. It's the prequel to the Pirates of the Caribbean, but we'll get into that
as well. So Dustin Hoffman as Blackbeard.
Correct. Exactly. Thank God you nailed it. And yeah, Peter Pan as Captain Jack Sparrow. But more into that. I quite enjoyed when Professor McGlugglugglugglug... I never ever know what her real name is. And I will always...
Julia Roberts. Oh, you mean McGonagall?
Yes.
The mother?
Yes.
Yes.
No one knows the name. It is Professor McGlugglugglugglug. Always will be.
McGonagall. That's not so hard.
And when she says, Peter, you are a pirate. I was just like, this is a good movie. It's basically kids we adults. Kids are going slightly mental when I didn't quite understand when Robin Williams said he's ready to fight. He screamed like a chicken, and that was the secret code word. What was that on about? Also, the amount of action Robin Williams got on that movie was unreal. Mermaids, fairies, he kept making out with every single girl. It was mental. It was like, what is going on here? What? And the last thing, actually, there's a clock that is about to fall on Captain Hook, but it doesn't. There is an exact similar clock. I don't know if it's based on this or not, in Tbilisi, Georgia. Exactly the same. Google it. It's stunning. Now I've run out of things to say, so yeah.
Whenever I see giant clocks, I always think of the old comedy short of who was it? Was it Buster Keaton? Buster Keaton must have been, who hung on the clock. But anyways, the chicken scream, I think that can be explained by the amount of cocaine in Robin Williams' nose going on at the time. But no. Actually, I'm absolutely certain, I mean, that comment was bull, of course, but I'm absolutely certain that Robin Williams, as such a terrific person, great comedian, and great actor that he was,
is so good.
He must have done some improvisation.
I bet that was improvised.
Yes, of course. And I imagine Steven Spielberg behind the camera going,
"Oh, Spielberg!
We have to do that."
Or either Spielberg was just too scared to confront Robin Williams. Just like, how can I start this conversation? Robin, what were you doing? Or like, okay, just leave it into the picture. Just leave it in. That's not questioning.
You know what?
Maybe no one will notice.
I could even imagine the dialogue going like, you be Steven Spielberg right now. I'm Robin Williams, and you ask me, what did you do right there with the chicken?
But I don't know how to start this conversation. If I was Spielberg, how would I go?
Just ask me about the chicken noise.
Robin?
Yes?
Did you hear... What? Thank you for watching.
Yes, that is exactly what would have happened, and this is why I love the film so much. The only downside of the film, what I love is there is such a cult about the film, and Dante Basco, the guy who played Rufio, the head of the children, he himself made a somewhat fan film detailing more backstory on his character a few years
Oh,
back.
it's a money-making scheme.
No, which is a very, very nice little project. I really enjoyed that. I think you can even watch that for free on YouTube. And the only thing that I didn't like about this film is one thing I don't like about many films, and that's Julia Roberts. I just don't like Julia Roberts. Only movie I really adored her in was Erin Brockovich. She was amazing in that film, but as soon as she tries to do any sort of comedy, that's like, nope.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's it for the show.
Shitstorm incoming in the comment section below, please.
Enjoy and take care. See you next week. Thanks for watching. Goodbye now. Welcome to the Pork and Knuckles show. The theme is Disney this month. So, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, but the old one. Snow White.
Yeah, you didn't have to go far down into Walt Disney's filmography, because this was the very first,
Was it the first one?
animated feature film that the Walt
Is it
Disney
also
Company
true?
has done.
1937? 1930? No, it can't be 37.
34, 5,
90
6,
so this is-
something. 30s!
And
Yeah.
this is before World War II, in theory.
Yes.
And the I was just amazed at how good the illustrations are. The graphics, the color. It's even now, it's actually a really, really good film to watch. It's okay. It's acceptable to watch. The colors are not that bad at all. Some of the 90s movies are even worse pictured, I guess, filmed.
Yeah, but
Then
no,
this,
the thing is,
this is quite a good movie.
Of course, when you watch it, I mean, I watched it on the latest release on Blu-ray, no 4K yet, and of course you can see the grain filters on the image. You can see a little more bleak colors. But what I found most interesting is this typical Disney style that they had back in the day. Every corner, every edge has to be somewhat rounded.
Smooth.
They had so many smooth, round, cutesy. They made
Even the
everything
mirror.
cutesy.
The mask of the mirror was round. It was never straight, not flat.
The only thing that had like straight edges was the face of the villain.
Sure.
That was the only thing, but all the animals had
like
all
your hair, but
these cutesy round corners, even the noses of the dwarfs. And actually, I have to say, I loved every single frame where the dwarfs were on camera, because the way that every dwarf portrays one of the main emotions, basically, and the way they get this just through the animation without them even having to say anything, just with the noses and the facial expression, that was amazing to watch. And I love this film for all its technical accomplishments, but you still cannot talk about Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs without mentioning what horrendous crap the story is.
Oh yeah, the story is so long.
It's garbage.
It's at the start, it's like, yeah, blah blah blah, fairy godmother, jealous. Then you've got this Snow White, pretty girl, princess, finds a house, a cabin in the woods. Then it gets really boring with these dwarfs, and it's like, come on, come on, come on. And then old witch with an apple. Story ends. Cool. It did not have to drag for, how long was it? 1 hour, 20 minutes or something. Really, this could have been done in half an hour.
It really felt longer.
This for me as well, I really thought, I was amazed at how good the technicalities behind the movies are. But the storyline was, it's just too long. And the kids would get bored.
And the problem is, Disney films are famous for their song inclusions.
Sure.
And the songs in this movie are garbage. They are terrible.
They are.
When she sings into the well at the beginning of the film, that was A, unnecessary, and B, it hurt my ears.
The whole movie was unnecessary, but yeah, anyway, we just...
But
But
the
nevertheless, you have
animation
to
was
watch
great.
it. You
The
have to
animation
really
was
watch
great,
it.
and you have to
Exactly.
see it.
Because that was his film from his childhood. So
No,
you
that was
must-
Peter Pan.
No, don't lie about your age. Nevertheless, yeah, you have to like feel how he felt growing up, watching this on TV, color, animation. It was quite cool.
It must have been impressive.
It was like, whoa, what's going on here? So definitely watch it, but try and experiment actually. Get your kids to watch it and see when they get up and leave or get bored. How long does it take them? Because they will. I don't think they'll last the whole movie. But
yeah,
anyway.
but if you do that, don't go out and boil some eggs or so, or you might miss that moment.
Thank you for watching. See you next week. Good night. Good day. Take care.
Welcome back to the Pork and Knuckle Show, and we are still in full speed through Disney month, and I have to say one thing about Disney. For me, it's like a poor man's Studio Ghibli. But no, seriously, I don't want all that hate comments from you, but I wanted to go a little step beyond and also spotlight a movie that is basically Disney, but not really just Disney. So I decided on Who Framed Roger Rabbit, one of my personal all-time favorite animated movies, a great story, a great animation and art style, amazing actors, and of course this incredible combination of classic Disney characters, classic Warner Brothers animation characters, and, well, a completely new plot, storyline, and universe. What do you think about it?
I think it's a conspiracy against Roger Rabbit.
That was the entire plot. That's like you watching Frankenstein and then coming up with, my God, I thought the monster wasn't the bad guy in the first place. Really? No shit, Sherlock.
Who's Sherlock?
Want to go on?
No, not really. I think Roger Rabbit, it was okay. There was a lot of violence. I particularly enjoyed the baby. I think the baby was slightly mental. I thought when instead of bullets, they were using little toons with axes. That was quite cool. I think the melting scene in the end reminded me of Indiana Jones, which was also quite cool. It was okay. It was similar. I think this was the inspiration to Space Jam, to be honest. One of those movies where toons and humans interact and they get into a problem and try and solve it together. So yeah, it was like that. It was okay. It's a good movie to watch. That's
okay. I think calling Who Framed Roger Rabbit okay is
It's
like
okay.
saying, yeah, Citizen Kane was fine.
That's it.
But the thing is, the first 5 minutes of this film, this
That was
animated
chaos.
short
It was complete
with
chaos.
Roger Rabbit and the baby were
I think it was the best
funniest
scene.
things
I think
that
it
I
was the
have
best scene
ever
in the
seen.
movie.
And I also love the idea where the baby is portrayed in this short film, and then as soon as they yell cut, and then this baby has this deep cigar smoking, whiskey drinking voice, and is like the raunchiest character ever. In a Disney movie, has a chain smoking, whiskey guzzling, women touching baby in it, and that was amazing. I loved Bob Hoskins in this film, in the main part. Funny, I picked 2 movies with Bob Hoskins. That was a coincidence. And he was amazing, especially since he had to interact with literal air. And all the animated characters
at that time, there was no green screen, was there?
coming back in. And going back to the Pork and Knuckles history, Dr. Doom, the villain of the film, was portrayed by Christopher Lloyd, the Doc Brown from Back to the Future. And he was amazing because he was this larger-than-life caricature of both himself and the character that he is actually playing, which is both clever and funny. And I just love this overbearing hatred, like him smashing the vinyl records and everything. I just love the way the humans act, the toons act. I mean, Bob Hoskins...
The problem was, like, it wasn't very subtle. It was too exaggerated.
Yeah.
The movie.
Let's
It
say
was just too much.
Yeah, no, let's say some parts of the story were just very poorly constructed.
Yes,
like, okay, yeah, he hates Toons because Toons killed his
brother with a
brother
piano
and
on a
partner,
head, like,
but
what
then,
are you
oh
talking
no, in
about?
the end it was this character, and then so this looked like a bit of forced.
Yeah.
To have
Forced
all
fun.
these elements.
Like a work
Come
party,
together.
like when you go to a work party,
But
forced fun. So
No,
this is
in
how
the
it
end,
is.
no,
Watching
in
this
the end,
movie.
it was a movie that I loved, adored, one of the best film watching experiences I've had in a long time, and I just love it.
And on
Watch
that
it.
bombshell, I think we've had enough.
Yes.
Thank you for watching. Good night, good day. See you next week, I guess. I hope to see you next week.
Well, we are not going to see you next week, but hopefully you are going to see us.
Thank you.
Yes, you're
Take
welcome. I just explained the concept of cameras and internet and YouTube
I've
to
just
you.
finished.
Yes, I know, but I'm not finished yet. I'm going to continue talking to you about many interesting things and see how long you can keep that smirk up.
Disney month.
The conclusion.
The conclusion. Welcome to the Pork and Knuckles show. The Lion King 2. Now, tell me, Porky.
Wait a second. You selected The Lion King 2.
Correct.
That is problematic because I watched The Lion King 1. So
Lion King 2.
let's just use
I guess it will be a solo event. So in this video, I thought Lion King 2 was just milking the cow. Really, it was milking Lion King 1's success.
More like milking the lion. The lion
Milking
cow?
the lion? Yeah.
How do you call a female lion the lion cow?
I'm just gonna continue about the movie.
I have nothing constructive to say in this episode, so...
At the start, even in Lion King 1 and 2, it looks like Noah's Ark, where all animals are lining up in pairs and then trying to walk in. And then, if you see on the plane, there's a pair of elephants 6 times. Why are they not together? Why are they like only pairs 6 times? It's quite weird. But I think what they did was they must have drawn 1/6 of the plane and then just
that's copy and paste.
That's massive copy and paste.
Where's the film from? 2000 something?
7, 10,
Yeah.
7.
So that is the
four.
direct to video sequel phase of Disney,
Yeah.
where they had like, what else did they have? They had Lion King 2 and 3. They had, isn't there a
Did
Peter
they have Lion
Pan
King
2?
3? I don't think they have.
Yeah,
3.
I have the trilogy on Blu-ray. I could have watched it.
I thought Lion King 2 was quite poor. You'd have to
Yeah.
say the ending was cheesy. All this Mufasa nonsense coming back to life. Like, come on, man. The wind doesn't talk. What are you talking about?
No.
Seriously. It was... Sorry to ruin you.
That's
King
not
2,
milking the
but
lion cow. That's like
Simba's
stepping on the dead lion cow's
Simba's
corpse.
daughter marries, or whatever lions do, Scar's
more lions.
son. So that's what happens.
That's like a Bollywood interpretation of Lion
This
King.
is what happened. So yeah, I can't say anything more. Thank you for watching.
Can I at least say a little bit about the Lion King one?
No, you can't. So yeah, thank you for watching.
It was a great ultra
See you
high
next
definition
week.
presentation.
And yeah,
And good
good
Elton
night.
John songs.
Take care.
I did a good.